uh, yes, Mr. President. US aid is driving the radical left crazy, and there is nothing they can do about it because of the way in which the money has been spent. So much of it fraudulently is totally unexplainable. The corruption is at levels rarely seen before. Close it down. You heard him. Close it down. Do you have a reaction to the new Time magazine cover that has Elon Musk sitting behind your resolute desk? They're talking about the fucking meme. Right, because you can just do the Time magazine, and then you could right, crop whatever image you want on top of it. That's what they did. Ronald Reagan president. We can think of a better birthday present. Ronald Reagan portrait now hangs in the Oval Office. Thank you, POTUS, for honoring his legacy. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Photo credit, Scavino. Ronald Reagan Foundation. Rosa Maxine Waters and the Democrats for staging an insurrection at the Department of Education. Yeah, this one was funny.
You mentioned the Department of Education. What did you think when you saw Democratic lawmakers trying to get into the Department of Education earlier today?
Oh, I see the same ones. I see Maxine Waters, a lowlife. I see all these
a
people.
lowlife.
They don't love our country. They don't love our country. We want great education. So they rank 40 countries in education. We're ranked dead last. But the good news is we're number one in one category. You know what that is? Cost per pupil. We spend more per pupil than any other country in the world. You look at Norway, Denmark, Sweden, various countries all up and down, Finland, China does very well in education. And then you look at us. We spend much more money than they do per pupil or any other way. But we spend much more money than they do, and yet we're ranked this year, Biden's last year, congratulations, Joe, we're ranked dead last. So what I want to see is education. Number one, I like choice. We all like choice. But beyond choice, long beyond choice,
I think he's being hyperbolic
go back
there.
to the states where great states that do so well have no debt. They're operated brilliantly. They'll be as good as Norway or Denmark or Sweden or any of the other highly ranked countries. They'll be, you probably have 35 to 38 states will be right at the top. And the rest will come along. They'll have to come along competitively. And by the way, we'll be spending a lot less money. And we'll have great education.
You mentioned the Department of Education. What did you think when you saw Democratic lawmakers?
People are going to prison for this. America is going to be fixed. We're going to be great again. Keep going, Mr. President. Looks like billions of dollars have been stolen at USAID and other agencies. Much of it doing to the fake news media as a payoff for creating good stories about the Democrats. The left-wing rag known as Politico seems to have received $8 million. Did the New York Times receive money? Who else did? This could be the biggest scandal of them all, perhaps the biggest in history. The Democrats can't hide from this one. Too big, too dirty. Gave it to Politico, gave it to the BBC. This retired Marine says if Mr. Trump says go in, we could eliminate all the cartel members today. Easy. Huge. Hates you because you are not corrupted. net worth. Yeah. There's good call, Mr. Oh yeah, they were trying to revoke security detail for Joe Biden because he doesn't need it anymore, right? Or security clearance, sorry. No need for Joe Biden to continue receiving access to classified information. Therefore, we are immediately revoking Joe Biden's security clearances and stopping his daily intelligence briefings. He set his precedent in 2021 when he instructed the intelligence community to stop the 45th president of the United States, M.E. What? From access detail on national security. Provided to former President Hunter. Report have revealed that Biden suffers from poor memory and even in his prime could not be trusted with sensitive information. I will always protect our national security. Joe, you're fired. Make America great again. You're fired, Joe. You're fired, Joe. You're fired. China, China, China. Alright. Anyways, there you have it. Mr. President. What do you got with the Pentagon? He has said, just told Pentagon personnel that a massive audit is coming. We are going to focus heavily to ensure that a bare minimum by the end of the Pentagon passes a clean audit. I believe we are accountable for every dollar we spend and every dollar of waste we find. Or redundancy is a dollar we can invest somewhere else. I can't wait. People thought U.S. aid was bad. Wait till they see how much waste and fraud exists on the Defense Department. You can start with the movies being funded by them. Could be huge savings, yeah. Pentagon files might surpass the Twitter files. Time for accountability in the Pentagon. People will be shocked. The Godfather of the E4 Mafia is watching, ladies and gentlemen. Don't disappoint him. You twice think Calvin Coolidge, May 3rd, 1920. I favor the policy of economy, not because I wish to save money, but because I wish to save people. The men and women of this country who toil are the ones who bear the most of the government. Every dollar that we carelessly waste means that their life will be so much more meager. Every dollar that we prudently save means that their life will be so much more abundant. Basically, economy is idealism in its most practical form. Correct. It won't be bad. Won't be as bad as the U.S. aid. There is waste. Alright, as you can see, it's just a lot of PX, that stuff. Whoa! What do we got here? Actually, argues in favor. Explain how she has always been the lowest paid person despite all the degrees she just told on herself. So stupid, bitch. ESPN host, yikes.
I do not have the same opportunity as you. I know I don't.
And you know
and
that
I know
too.
what, Scott.
And you know that.
Let me just tell you.
Well, where are we going with this?
I'm gonna let you finish, but I want to answer this.
I'm not talking about how you feel. I'm talking about how I feel. Me, a black woman in this country.
But not in this city.
And I will run. And if you want me to,
Oh, she's a former White House staff member. That's why.
I'm not talking about New York. I'm talking about Ashley.
Let her finish.
Okay, right here. I got a law degree, a master's, and 2 bachelors. Probably more education than all of y'all added up together at this table,
Fine
right?
by me.
And I have always been the least paid person on payroll at
I like
every
him.
institution I have worked in. And it's not
Been in
because
the White House? Well, whose
he's
fault is
ready
that?
to like
I don't think
pounce
he
on
went for
her
George
words,
W. or
but at
Trump.
the
guess
same
what-
time
what's
he's
gonna
like,
happen around
I'll
here?
let her
Yeah.
finish.
Scott,
Look,
I do not have the same opportunity as you.
She's extremely unintelligent. Yeah, she does the same thing sometimes too. She gets caught up in her ideology, right? Her ideology and rants about it. And you can see it in these sometimes. It is not color of your skin and you're just not a good worker. Or she's just a liar, you know. Strong she is. Yes. Feel the force. I can victimhood mentality is strong with this one. All those degrees and she still sucks. Speaks volumes. God knows everyone at CNN is full of shit. Yes. I love when Jewish people come to me and say that they can't work with me anymore. My favorite. Oh yeah. Social Security. Well, oh, this is Social Security stuff. I just reintroduced Senior Citizen Tax Elimination Act HR 1040. This bill assists middle-class seniors by eliminating the unjust double tax on Social Security benefits. Oh, okay. Attacking Donald Trump saying he's going to cut Social Security. He's going to go after after being elected. No tax on Social Security. Yeah. Not only that, but it looks like he also eliminating the unjust double tax on social right on seniors, middle class seniors, because they were getting taxed twice, I guess. But I really found trying to fearmonger about Elon and Doge getting number at the fact that all the Social Security numbers already got leaked, and yeah, this already got leaked during Biden's admin, so it was like, yeah.
A strong indicator of what. Let me give you an example of how screwed up the data is, Mr. President. This is a strong indicator of what's wrong. The Social Security Administration, if you ask them, will tell you that there are, according to their records, there are 6.5 million Americans living today in America who are 112 years of age or older. They say there are 6.5 million Americans who are at least 112 years old or older. Now, I don't know about you, Mr. President, but I don't know anybody who's 112 years old. And I checked, at any given time, there are about 40 people on an ongoing basis in the world who are fortunate enough to live to be 100. Let me give you an example of how screwed up.
Yeah, 6.5 million who are like 112 years old. That doesn't sound right. That sounds not correct at all. Look, I'm not right. I'm not right. There are definitely people who can live that long sometimes, but is that many? I don't think so. Nancy Pelosi spotted hobbling to her van, struggling to walk. Hip replacement surgery after falling down a set of stairs after a trip in Luxembourg. Footage was captured one day after Senator Mitch McConnell reportedly took another fall. Damn, everyone's taking a fall. Right. Pelosi is 84, McConnell 82. They are both struggling to walk. Yeah, they're at the last of their ropes, to be honest. I'm not gonna watch this because I'm just gonna fast forward because she's just trying to get in the car. She has to like shimmy herself inside now because of her hip is fucked up. Going mountain climbing. Yeah, it kind of looks like the. Still be in Congress? No, she should get the fuck out already. She's been doing a terrible job. Same with McConnell. Right, a lot of these people who are like up there in age, get the fuck out already. You're just bringing everyone else down with you, you fucking assholes. Department of Justice, Steve Doge sent by Elon Musk. Thank you for the federal division of new networkers who appear to be stealing government property and are threatening government. After your referral, as it is my practice, I will begin an inquiry. Please let me reiterate again, if people are discovered to have broken the law or even acted simply on it, we will investigate them and we will chase them to the end of the earth to hold them accountable. We will not rest or cease in this. No one should abuse American taxpayer dollars, nor American taxpayer workers. None is above the law. He's like, I can't spell. I think I'm starting to fade. Starting to get tired. Starting to get that time of the night. There is no need for Joe Biden to continue receiving access to classified information. Therefore, we are immediately revoking Joe Biden's security clearance. Oh yeah, we already saw this. And stopping his daily intelligence briefing. He sent his president in 2021 when he instructed the intelligence community, IC, to stop the 45th president of the United States, me, from accessing details on national security, a courtesy provided to former presidents. The Her report revealed that Biden suffers from poor memory and even in his prime could not be trusted with sensitive information. I will always protect our national security. Joe, you're fired. Make America great again. You're fired. So fired, Joe. Mr. Biden, you're so fired. Get the fuck out. There it is.
Years from now, some of them may look back and
Some
ask
of them may
themselves
look
whether
back.
they've made the right choice, whether they've made the most of.
All right, inspirational thing from fucking from let's see, what do we got? FCC investigates Soros-owned KCBS radio for leaking live location of ICE. Yikes. About your service, San Fran, California, identified vehicle and whereabouts of immigration customs. ICE agent operating in San Fran, California. Not okay. That's kind of fucking shady.
Soros
Why are
and
you
his
doing
son,
that?
whose money is funding a radio station, a series of radio stations that's been accused of broadcasting live locations, by the way, in Colorado, undercover ICE agents, locations of them. Meanwhile, KCBS Radio in San Francisco reportedly told listeners on January 26, get this, U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents are currently carrying out an operation on the east side of town. The county's response network says agents in San Jose were in unmarked vehicles. FCC Chair Brendan Carr joins us now. He's running that probe. Concerning to you, Brendan?
Yeah, of course. Look, I try to look on the bright side of things, and here I think that's the fact that we are having an unprecedented number of deportations taking place in this country. And for that, thank goodness for President Trump. Promises made, promises kept. He came in and said he's the person that can not only secure the border, but deport people that are here illegally, and he's carrying that out with unprecedented speed, thanks to Secretary Noem, Tom Homan as well. Here, this is really concerning. So what happened was you had ICE agents undercover doing operations in East San Jose, and part of the town known for violent gang activity. And you had this radio station broadcasting the live location, identifying the unmarked vehicles that they were in. And again, against the backdrop of Democrat leaders in Congress saying it's time for people to take fights to the street against Trump's agenda. So we have sent a letter of inquiry, a formal investigation into that matter, and they have just a matter of days left to respond to that inquiry and explain.
Well, you know what they say about hoes? They belong to the streets. Alright, anyways.